He and Lowen would need the acceptance of the East Middle School student body and asked to be introduced at the first assembly of the year, where he and Lowen talked about what they were doing and why. With the full support of the administration, teachers, and students, filming for Bully began in August 2009 and continued throughout the school year. Hirsch and Lowen were very careful to protect the children they were following from any negative attention or increased bullying by virtue of having the camera crews follow them around. They filmed with lots of kids in lots of classes at lots of different kinds of school events, bake sales, fire drills, wrestling matches, so it wasn't apparent that they were focusing on any one child. Initially, the appearance of the cameras created something of a spectacle among the student population, but that quickly faded as the days and then weeks and months wore on, and the students lived the daily drama of a middle school environment. Over time, the project got support from several organizations, including Waite Institute for Violence Prevention, Einhorn Family Charitable Trust, the Because Foundation, CineReach, the Fledgling Fund, and Sundance, among others. But throughout production, the team remained very small. With the exception of a handful of days when filming needed to be done in several places at one time, such as the first day of school when a sound recordist or a second cinematographer and director were hired, it was just Hirsch and Lowen. Hirsch, the film's director, served as cinematographer, while Lowen handled sound. And on shoots where Lowen was unavailable, Hirsch did both. Celebs speak out. I was bullied. Most people in their lifetime have been bullied at some point. I think that it's about time that people start making a change. A lot of the time, principals let it go, or teachers let it go, or other students just let it go. But I think this movie's really powerful and can help change a lot of lives. Justin Bieber. The Story of West High. Cynthia Lowen. In Sioux City, we were fortunate to film not only at East Middle School, where we followed Alex through his 7th grade year, but also at West High School, on the other side of town. West High was a school that was facing many challenges 10 years ago in terms of school climate and culture, lots of fights, absenteeism, low student achievement, and a reputation for being the community's toughest school. One day, there was a brawl following a basketball game. Trophy cases were smashed, police officers were called in and were injured, and it was broadcast all over the nightly news as yet another black eye on West High's reputation. However, this time, the students responded differently. Instead of letting the incident go by, it was a catalyst for change. The students held their own press conference to challenge the community's perception of them, and to let Sioux City know that this was not who they were, that this was not the image they wanted to project, and that they intended to take back their school's culture. Under the leadership of a great principal, effective administrators, and engaged faculty, all of whom were also committed to change, these student leaders worked with educators and succeeded in radically changing the culture of their school. Over several years, the kids and faculty implemented various peer mentorship programs, such as Mentors for Violence Prevention, MVP, a gender violence, bullying, and school violence prevention program using role-playing to allow students to explore and construct effective responses to harassment, abuse, or violence before, during, or after the fact. Upperclassmen developed close relationships with underclassmen and talked to them about bullying, dating violence, and conflict. Peers were also trained in responding to and resolving conflicts and bullying situations, and were given the tools to recognize these behaviors. The faculty also made responding to bullying a priority, devoting the time it takes to effectively handle the many kinds of bullying situations that come up in a day, and to seriously address even those behaviors that might seem minor, like name-calling, before they escalated. Over the year we filmed at West High, we witnessed an environment in which the most popular kids were not mean girl types or ruthless jocks, but kids who were kind, well-liked, and had status because they cared about the kids around them and who wanted to pass down the values that had made high school a great experience for them to the incoming freshmen.